Mount Rainier in the distance. There are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now Geno on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. The Seahawks at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On second down, it's Walker. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Play action. It's Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A big loss on the play.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the check down, it's Ingram. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Murray now on first down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Second and 5. Running right, this is Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss on that play, not a third down. gets tougher. 3rd and 6. It's probably a pretty good sign here in the opening drive of your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
Holding the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Here's Murray. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack.
They can look at the 30-yard return so far, but a sack knocks him backwards. But that is some momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Walker now at 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in this spot, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. They'd like to avoid coming from the road end zone, so they can use something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Murray back near his goal line. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? What he just did right there. Laid it out for the rest of the game. We score. Hey, offense. Can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing again on second down. Murray. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense on third down today. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Murray. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Smith. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Straight ahead, Walker. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Geno now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Now he's into the clear. The 40. The 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, it's Walker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. They'll run here with Ingram. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Keontae Ingram with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14,
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Throwing now is Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's a give to the right, Ingram. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Keontae Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Cardinals 21, Seahawks 7.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray finding his target. It's Trey McBride. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ace! Shoot!
Here's Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball. Never lost sight of where it was headed. And stayed in perfect position to make a play out of it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Bulldozes past him. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Tariq Woolen on the tackle. It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ingram again. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Murray now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is indeed good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Swim. Do this.
we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Again, they'll run with Ingram. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Ingram at tailback. He's got it running left. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. An extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31, Seahawks 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Smith on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. To throw is Smith. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll send Brown in motion right. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Being chased out left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Go. That's one. Big ace open. Easy.
To throw, it's Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And this is taken in at the 5. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Back to throw it, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
38. Seahawks 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long distance.
And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
One last throw here for Smith. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cardinals, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns.